Hi everyone, and welcome back to Desha Home Studio. Today is a nice fiery little practice where we will work into bakasana, or the crow pose, but a lot of the drills that we will be doing and looking at the muscles that we need to recruit to really find stability in this shape as well as be able to hold it, you can use and translate to all of your arm balances essentially. So you may need 2 blocks, always helpful. I know it sounds really boring because I'm always telling you you need 2 blocks, but I mean, I personally don't ever practice without them. So if you have them, bring them to your mat, and we'll start right away on our hands and knees. So come onto your hands and knees, and let's just warm up the wrists to begin. We'll spend a lot of time on our hands. So spread your fingers wide. Bring them right under your shoulders and bring your knees underneath your hips. And then let's start to warm up the wrists a little bit. So just making circles now. So you're just drawing the shoulders forward of the fingers and then back. And this of course can translate a little bit into the hips and the spine. But really the focus is feeling into the palm of your hand, feeling how the weight distribution is shifting as you move forward and back between the fingers, the fingerprints, the heel of the hand, and then change direction. And as you move, you can start to become a little bit more curious here about really evenly distributing your weight, but also on Hasta Bandha. So Hasta Bandha is central to our arm balances. And the Hasta Bandha is the lifting, that subtle doming in the center of your palm. So there's a little bit of a lift in the center of the palm, but you'll compensate that lift there by really pressing down through each fingerprint, gripping the mat with your fingerprints. Okay, and then just come back to neutral. And then let's take the fingers, let them face towards the outer edges of the mat so that the heels of the hands now face one another. Again, spread your fingers wide, thinking about stretching into the webbing of your fingers, and then lean to the right. Might feel a little bit tender. You'll feel it on the outer right shoulder a little bit. And then pass through center, and then just shift body to the left. And then come through center. And now let's turn the fingers to face the knees. So the heels of the hands will face the top of the mat. Your wrist creases will face the top of the mat. And then you can tuck your toes under. That gives you a little bit more purchase. And then lean back. So you'll just take a couple little pulses here as you warm up into your wrists. Can feel quite strong, but as long as your weight is nice and evenly distributed, and you're not pushing too hard, that's sort of like a wonderfully uncomfortable sensation. Lean back for 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then let's place the left palm to face front, so fingers face forward. But then take the right hand and come onto the top of the right hand. So now you're stretching the top of the wrist, and then lean back a little bit on the right. Big stretch there, all the way from the wrist, almost all the way up towards the elbow. And then change, place the right fingertips down, and then do the same on the left, so fingertips face the left knee. Then lean back a little bit, nice stretch there for the top of the wrist. Breathe into the sensation. Good, and then release that. Now ground the hands, just a little thread the needle for the shoulders. You can untuck the toes if you like. Lift the right arm up towards the ceiling, reach it up and then open up through the armpit and the chest on the right. Make a fist with your hand and rotate the wrist. So just take a couple rotations one direction and then change the direction. And then lift and spread your fingers wide. Take an inhale. Exhale, a little oblique work here. Bend your left elbow, reach the right arm towards the left. Try to hover the right arm above the line of the mat or above the mat. And then straighten your left elbow, lift and open through your right. Breath in. Breath out, same thing. Let it hover as you reach. And one more like that. Big breath in as the arm rises towards the ceiling. Roll the left shoulder from the ear. Firm your left palm down. And then on your exhale, weave right arm all the way underneath the left, right shoulder in the midline. You can walk your left fingertips forward. Couple moments here. Roll the left outer arm down. Hollow into that left armpit. And roll into the outer edge of right shoulder, deepening the stretch into the upper back, behind the right shoulder blade for 3, for 2, and for 1. We ground the left palm, we lift the right arm back up to ceiling, reach and stretch, and then release the palm down. Same thing from right palm, lift left, open up the chest. Make a fist and some circles. You don't have to look up. Change the direction. Lift and spread and open the palm, breathe. Exhale, weave the left arm under the right. You can bend the right elbow and reach, but hover the whole underside of the arm above the mat. Straighten your right arm, lift your left arm to ceiling, inhale. Exhale, take it under. 1 more, left arm rises, big breath, sweep it high. And then exhale, take the arm under, shoulder in the middle, walk your right hand forward. Try to shift your hips slightly to the left, hollow deeply the right armpit, and roll the right shoulder down and away from the ear, making space for your neck. 3, 2, 1. Guide the right hand back under the shoulder, lift the left arm back up to the ceiling, breathe. Exhale, release the left hand down. Okay, now the hands come down underneath the shoulders. Now from here, let's sink the upper back down. So think about just sort of hanging the spine lower than the shoulders. Let the shoulders hike up towards your neck and just feel what happens there. Okay, now your shoulders are in your ears. If you feel onto your back body, your shoulder blades are squeezing towards each other and they're moving up towards the neck. Now we're going to try and find, this is the action we don't want. The action that we do want in our planks and in our arm balances is a protraction. So now try to lift the spine higher than the shoulders. Feel like you're elongating your arms a lot. You're lifting the spine up and above the shoulders. Okay, now keep that. Grip the mat with your fingerprints. So there's a little bit of an activation of Hasta Bandha, the center of the palm. The knuckles are nice and active. Keep protracting the shoulders. Now feel how that allows you to lift the shoulder blades up the spine and spread them wide. Last little piece here is, can you bring your forearms and sort of squeeze them towards one another at the same time that you allow your shoulder blades to separate from the spine? So there's a lot going on. Okay, keep that. Tuck the toes under, lift the knees. Hovering tabletop position. Feel how the tailbone is tucking down towards the back of the knees. You're keeping on protracting your shoulders. Even here, you might feel like your biceps can spin forward towards your thumbs and your triceps can spin back towards your thighs, holding for 3. Letting heat build in the lower abdominals, in the quads, 2. And 1, take a giant breath in. And then exhale, straighten the legs, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. So now taking some of the weight off the palms, can you stretch out your arms? Lengthen through the back of the legs, take movement if you need it, but get steady and grounded and stable in your shape. Big breath in. Big breath out. Okay, slowly we're going to rise the balls of the feet. So just do that to stretch the toes. Feel the lift from the ankles to the knees to the inner groins. You can maybe slightly micro bend your knees and send energy up the inseams of the legs. Roll your upper thighs back and lengthen your tailbone to ceiling. Okay, now come forward on your inhale, high plank pose. So you might be a little short here, in which case the hands go slightly forward. The hands are underneath the shoulders. Keep that nice activation with the fingers. Protract the shoulders, breathe in. Exhale, lower the knees to hover. Straighten on the inhale, so just light up behind the backs of the knees. Exhale, dip them down. So keep the integrity in the shoulders, just move the legs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. We'll come off the wrist soon. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. 1 more. Lift. And lower, lower the knees all the way down. Okay, coming off the wrist, ground the balls of the feet. Send your buttocks towards your heels. Untuck all of your toes. Lift up onto the knees. Take a deep breath in. Lift the arms up. This should feel nice. On your exhale, bend your elbows, cactus your arms, open the chest. So just freeing up through the shoulders a little bit. Here you can feel the shoulder blades as they pull down the spine. And then again, lift your arms up, neutralize your spine, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus the arms, maybe go a little deeper. And then from here, neutral spine, palms go forward, interlace your hands at your lower back. Pull the heels of the hands down, lift the sternum. You're going to travel with your buttocks back towards your heels. So slow control, breathe in. Exhale, sit back onto your heels. Keep your interlace if you can. Try to get the thighs parallel. Might be a little wobbly. Keep the chest broad, balancing on the balls of your feet. Take an inhale. Exhale, you're going to lift your buttocks and fold Uttanasana at the back of your mat with interlace. Couple breaths here just to release the work that we've already done in the shoulders. Your knees can be nice and bent. Your palms can be touching, or you can separate the heels of the hands. Relax the head. Relax the jaw. Deepen into being present in your practice. Present to sensation. Present to building strength, to making space. Draw the hands down towards the buttocks, bend the knees, send your arms forward, deep squat, breathe in, little release here. Breathe out, Uttanasana, fold, back of the mat, over your legs, relax. Lift and lengthen halfway on your inhale. Exhale, travel back forward to a high plank. Take an inhale through the high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, press up and back. Okay, this time we're going to rise the balls of the feet. We're going to bend the knees, and we're going to add on here, we're going to bend the elbows. So think about squeezing the inner elbows towards one another. When you do this, you'll feel the activation in the tricep. And then on your next inhale, you're going to move forward. So breathe in. Breathe out, bend and lift the bum. Inhale, take it forward. Exhale, bend and lift the hips, the buttocks. One more. Inhale, take it forward. Exhale, bend. This time you're going to land on your shins. You can step there or jump there, but use the same momentum. Essentially, when your shoulders align with your wrists, your knees will land. Looks like this. Breathe in. Exhale. Lower. Let's take a shoulder loop up, back, and down. All right, from here, hands go forward, little Lolasana prep. You're going to bring your heels to kiss together, so behind you, draw them together. Tops of feet firm down. You're going to firm the tops of the feet and then lift the knees, working the lower abdominals here. Protract the shoulders, grip the mat with the fingerprints. Hollow out the armpits. Think about spinning biceps forward and triceps back for 3, 2, 1. Roll over. Forward fold. Take a halfway lift to release. Breathe. Forward fold down. Exhale. Stand tall, rise all the way up, high mountain, firm your feet, lift your arms all the way up, lift and lengthen the sides of the waist. Exhale, bend the elbows, open the chest space. This time firm your feet, rise up, breathe in. Exhale again, bend the elbows, open the heart. Palms face down, find the internal rotation of the shoulders, find the non-habitual grip behind your back. So same thing we did seated but now standing. Hands down, heart up, lift and lengthen the sternum. Exhale, bend your knees, fold over the legs. Hold here for 3, for 2, for 1. Lower the hands towards the buttocks, bend the knees, deep squat, in breath. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Halfway lift, breath in. Step back, high plank, breath out. Okay, now let's work into preparation for core work here. Firm your palms, dome your upper back, right knee, right elbow. Inhale. Exhale, release it back. Left knee, left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, release it back. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale. Adding on, squeeze heel to buttocks a lot, flex right toes. So imagine like you're magnetizing right heel to right glute. Step it back. Left knee, left elbow, squeeze. Step it back. One more. Right knee, right elbow, squeeze. Heel to buttocks, round the upper back. Step it back. Left knee, left elbow, squeeze. Step it back. Hold it. Take a deep breath in. Shoulders forward. Chaturanga to your belly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, land. Untuck your toes. Draw your hands forward, firm your pubic bone, the tops of your feet. Lift the chest. Big cobra here. Stay for the exhale. Inhale. Lengthen and fold on your exhale. Hands down under shoulders, toes tucked under. Lift your kneecaps. Press up, high plank. Press back, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. We add on. Balls of feet, we rise. Knees bend, elbows bend, exhale. Look forward, inhale. Jump forward, exhale, land on your shins. Little lift of the chest, breathe in. Palms down, heels together, knees to chest, and roll over, forward fold. Halfway lift, just a modified Surya A. Exhale, fold down. Root down, rise up, high mountain, big breath in. Standing back bend, exhale, open the chest. Stand tall, neutral spine, breathe in. Hands through heart, fold forward and down, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back, high plank, exhale, hold. Right knee, right elbow in, little quicker. Take it back, X, to the left. To the right. To the left. To the right, hold. Squeeze heel to bum, protract shoulders. Press back to down dog splits, right leg extends, inhale. Stay for your exhale, elongate your arms. Try to lift through the inner right thigh. You can check that the toes and the kneecap are pointing down. And now from here, we'll rise the ball of the left foot, get a little higher, a little more buoyant. And then you'll bend your right knee, squeeze your right heel towards your buttocks. So feel how that stretches out your quad. Gluing the heel towards the buttocks, spread the toes. Right knee, right elbow, inhale, curl. Exhale, bring the knee through the center. Inhale, round your upper back, and exhale, slowly step forward, left knee to the mat. Anjaneyasana, inhale, lifting up through the arms. Sink a little deeper into your hips. Feel the stretch in the left hip flexor. Expansion through the sides of the body, spreading through the fingers. Take a nice breath in here. On your exhale, draw your fingertips down. Now we're strengthening into the fingers here. So tense your palms, press your fingers into the mat, sink your hips low. And then just let's isolate this action in the left hamstring and quad. So you're going to think about gluing your left heel towards your left buttocks, as if there's a piece of Velcro on the back of the left heel, sticking to its Velcro counterpart on the left buttock. So let's see how we go. If you need to pad your left knee, it might be nice to use like a foam block underneath the knee, if that feels more supportive to you. Okay, squeeze the heel in. Spread the toes. Exhale, extend. You might feel a little cramping. Try to work with it, breathe through it. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. It's like a hamstring curl, but with your leg. The hamstring, that's exactly what it is, the hamstring curl with your leg. I meant a bicep curl with your leg. Inhale, squeeze. Okay, now pause here. You can bring your right forearm to your right thigh, and then maybe bring your left hand from the inside towards the ankle, and then pull the heel in with the left hand, but press the top of the foot back into the palm. So pull the heel in, but press the ankle into the top of the palm. So you're creating a co-contraction, a little bit of resistance there. Opening up the left shoulder as well for a moment. 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the foot. You can take the foam out the way if you have it. And then from here, counter pose, half split. So toes spread wide. As always, action is firming down your fingers and back your right heel. Toning into the right hamstring group, firming the right kneecap up, and activating the right quad. For 3, 2, 1. Launch forward, low lunge. Now the palms plant, the left knee lifts. Nice moment here to lubricate a little bit into that left ankle joint and light up behind the back of the left knee. Breathe in here. On your exhale, left knee bends, right leg extends. So it's kind of like you're moving into, you're about to launch forward, which is what you are about to do. and your toes spread and curl back to the right shin. Now look forward, breathe in. As the right foot lands, propel the left leg to ceiling for a standing split. Lifting up through the inner left thigh, lengthening through the arms, and folding nice and down and deep over the right leg. Okay, from here, look at your left kneecap. Make sure toes and kneecap are down. Bend your left knee, squeeze your left heel towards your buttocks. And then breathe in. Exhale, crunch left knee behind the right. Extend on your inhale. Bend and squeeze, and exhale, lower. Extend and bend. One more, extend and bend. Extend the leg, light up behind the back of the knee, flex through the foot, and then slow motion land the left foot next to the right. You can keep your feet about hips width distance apart. Take a halfway lift in this forward fold, and then fold a little deeper on your exhale. Now from here, bend your knees, go into a deep squat-like shape, so your arms go forward, your inner groins go back, your heart rises, and then slowly to your buttocks. Bakasana, bring the feet together. So we'll do Bakasana here with the heels together. Think about finding length in your spine or keeping length in your spine. Bring your hands into your heart, broaden your chest. Firm the feet together so much that the inner thighs start to adduct and light up. Keep that breath in. Exhale, lengthen forward. Lift on your inhale. Nice hip mobility work here. Exhale, lengthen. One more like that. Breathe in. Breathe out, lengthen forward. And hold this for a moment. You don't have to go all the way forward. Can you find length in your spine? Can you feel the adduction between your inner thighs? For 3, 2, 1. Let's draw the hands behind us. Ground the feet. Firm them down. Fingertips face the buttocks. Lift the hips up. Find a reverse tabletop. So here we roll the shoulder heads back. We root the heels down and forward, and we hold. 3, 2, 1. Lower the buttocks down. Now come down onto your forearms, fingertips still facing the buttocks. Bring your right thigh in, bring your left thigh in. Bring your toes to touch, making that diamond shape with your feet, just like we did in Bakasana. It's the same shape. It's also the shape of a crow pose. So we'll do a little bit of core work here, supported this time. Extend on your inhale. Stretch the legs forward, brighten through the chest. Exhale, bend. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. Last one, extend and bend. Okay, now from here, keep this. Try to lift yourself up. So use your hands, lift the chest. Bring the forearms or the arms to rest on the shins. Bring the knees high up towards the shoulders. Broaden the collarbones. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower halfway down, or kind of all the way down, but you're keeping the shoulder blades lifted. Pull the navel to the spine. Last one like that. Breathe in. This time, exhale. Okay, second last one. Extend the legs. And this time, rise up. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, plant your feet. Hold just below the knees, roll all the way down. Pull the knees to the chest, lay on your back. Okay, so feel the fire in your belly there. We're working into bridge pose now, so you can guide your hands down your shins to your heels, your ankles. Place your heels down, make sure they're under your knees. And then from your feet down, lift your butt up and find bridge pose. You can find an interlace here or not. Breath in the belly. Recruiting your hamstrings and your glutes by firming your heels down and forward as you lift your hips high up. Take one more breath in. Stay for the exhale. Now let's rise to the balls of the feet. So you're stretching the toes. You're going to feel the hamstrings light up even more. And then on your exhale, you're going to iron upper back, middle back, lower back down. And then when the lower back lands, bring your knees into your chest. Either extend your legs up to the ceiling, stay there, or ground your hands. Roll back into Halasana. And try to really spread the toes and firm the balls of the feet into the mat. Light up behind the back of the knees by firming quad to hamstrings. Okay, now as you're in this shape, you're present in this shape, of course, but you're going to think about how to land in a chair pose, and you will be there at the top of your mat. So we're going to roll down in 3, not yet, 2, 1, inhale, exhale, roll down, bend your knees, flatten your feet, take your weight forward and lift your upper back. And now stabilize into your Utkatasana. So get really strong through your legs here, lift it through the upper back. Look at your toes, make sure they're in line with your knees. Take an inhale. Exhale, fly the arms back, elevate to the balls of the feet, brighten out through the chest, spread the fingers wide. Firm your left foot down, rise up, right knee to chest, standing wind removing pose. Firm from the left glute to the left sole of foot. Try to bring the right thigh close towards the torso as you elongate through your arms and lift the crown of your head. Take a deep breath in here. Keep the right knee bent on your exhale. Keep squeezing it towards the glute. Bent knee, low flying warrior for a beat. So lower your left knee or bend your left knee, bring your hands to your heart. And then inhale, extend the right leg long. Sprinkle wide through the toes. Reach forward through the crown. Okay, simultaneous action here. Your arms will extend forward, warrior 3, as you straighten your left leg. So inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, land the ball of the right foot. Stabilize in your high lunge shape. Grounding your feet, lift up through the sides of the waist. Take a nice breath in here. Exhale, hands to heart. Double bent knee lunge, lower down, tuck the tail. From here, straighten the legs, rise up. Bend the knees, exhale. Straighten in. Bend, X. Straighten both legs, arms rise up, take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward over the right leg. It's like you're passing through a pyramid pose. Ground your palms, and now very carefully you're going to bend your elbows, sweep out the left leg, and come into a bent knee down dog split with your left leg high, elbows bend. From here, move forward, high plank, keep the left leg lifted, one leg chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog, pull the heart through, flatten the tops of the feet down, and then exhale up and back, downward facing dog. For a big breath in, and a big breath out. One more, fully in, fully out. Balls of feet rise, knees bend, elbows bend. Look forward, inhale, to your shins, exhale. To your feet, inhale. Stay for the X, fold deeper. High mountain, inhale all the way up. Standing back bend, open the heart. Stand tall, breathe in. Through midline fold, exhale. Lift and lengthen, breathe, prepare. Exhale, step back, high plank. Left knee, left elbow, in. Take it back. Right knee, right elbow, in. Exhale, take it back. Left, right, left, right. Left hold, stay, protract, squeeze left heel to buttocks, down dog splits, inhale. Pause and lengthen your arms. Level your hips. Rise up onto the ball of the right foot, get high. Bend the left knee, squeeze the heel towards the buttocks, find that hamstring curl. Bring this whole bent knee situation to the chest as you move forward. One-legged high plank in, towards the elbow, Exhale through the middle, step the foot through, lower the right knee. Grab your foamy close by if you need it. Anjaneyasana. Little depth in the shape. Moment here to feel into the right hip flexor, to feel the space that you're making there, also in your spine, your chest. Inhale. And exhale, glide your fingertips down. Now tent into the fingers, shift the hips back. Lift the right knee up, place it on your foam if you need. And then keep the hands down. And let's start working on those hamstring curls now on the right. So again, you're kind of trying to glue the heel towards the glute. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend and contract. Exhale, extend. Last one, inhale, squeeze it in. Now stay there or press into the left foot. Bring the left forearm to the left thigh. You can hold the ankle, the heel. You're pulling it in, but you're pressing it away at the same time. Maybe that helps you open your right shoulder. Embrace the wonderful discomfort that you're in. One more breath. And release. Release, release, hands down. And then counter pose, half Hanumanasana. Find length through the sides of the waist, the arms. Traction your fingers down forward, your left heel down back. Last little moment here. Okay, release into a low lunge from your left foot down. Ground your hands. Lift your right knee. Maybe move slightly forward and slightly back. And then take an inhale here. And on your exhale, bend your right knee. Straighten your left, long arms. Okay, now we're going to propel ourselves forward. We're going to firm into that left foot. So take an inhale. Exhale, firm into the left foot. Lift the right leg up. And then fold a little deeper into your standing splits here. Look at right knee, right toes. Spread them wide. Lift behind the back of the knee. Feel the right glute engage. And then bend the right knee. Squeeze the heel to the buttocks. Try to keep the kneecap as high as it is. And then bend. We'll work over the left glute here. And extend. Press back. Bend and squeeze. Kick back. Exhale. One more. Bend and squeeze. Kick back. Exhale. Now hold it there. Lift a little higher. And then slow motion, right foot lands next to the left. Take a half lift and a deep forward fold. Knees bend, arms forward, Utkatasana or deep squat. Exhale to your buttocks. Maybe no hands, feet together. Breath in. Exhale, lengthen forward. Hold this one for 3, for 2, for 1. Rise up. Hands come behind you, feet ground right into your reverse tabletop. Lift the chest, take a deep breath in there. Exhale to your buttocks, to your forearms. Toes in. Inhale, extend. So just the same thing. Exhale, lift and bend. Extend. And bend. For 2, extend. And bend. Last one, extend and bend, hold, shift up, forearms to shins, just 2 times, breathe in, breathe out, lower, lift and lower, lift, inhale, feet down, hands to below the knees, round, knees to chest, feet down, bridge pose, 5 breaths. Breathe into your belly. Holding 3, 2, 1. Lower down slowly. Hands down, knees to chest, legs to ceiling, or halasana. Last time in this shape. Take a deep breath in. Keep it compact. Chair pose, exhale. Inhale here. Fly to come to the balls of your feet. So extend your arms back. Lift and lengthen through the inner arches of the feet, broaden through the chest, the collarbones. Flatten just the right foot, bring the left knee to chest, stand tall. Wind relieving pose. Lifting through the fingers. Firming outer right glute all the way down to the sole of the right foot. Stabilizing your right ankle joint. Take a deep breath in. Keep the knee bent. Double bent knee, low flying warrior, so everything bends. Right knee bends, left knee bends. Then extend the left leg, keep the right knee bent. We're doing this in stages. Spread the toes, lift through the crown. Maybe lift the muscles of the front of the throat to the back of the throat. Now just straighten the right leg, extend your arms forward if you can. Warrior 3, inhale. Exhale, land the left foot, rise all the way up, high lunge. Little moment here. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, double bent knee lunge. Tuck the tail, lift the crown. Both legs straighten. Inhale, so we're giving that right leg a little break. Exhale, bend. For 2, inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, lift up, breath in. Exhale, like a modified pyramid, you're slowly going through the shape. So extend your arms forward, pull the outer right hip back, breathe, and then land your hands. You can re-bend your right knee here. You're going to think about bending your elbows back like a hovering dolphin, scooching out the right leg, and lifting the right leg really high. Then from here, the elbows will straighten as the shoulders align with the wrists. One leg high plank, breathe. One leg chaturanga, breathe out. Up dog or cobra, inhale, pull the heart up and pull it through. And then downward facing dog, exhale, lift up and back. Breathe in, breathe out. Rise to the balls of the feet. Pop your knees down. Take a moment in a seat, toes touching, knees apart. And just rest here for a second. So just taking a breather, we've got one more round to go after this where we will integrate and add on our crow pose. So just feeling now the heat that you've built, the fullness of your breath. Take a moment to reset and recalibrate. Okay. So blink the eyes open when you're ready. We're going to move forward the same way we have been into those little Lalasana preps. Those of you that want to add on a little bunny hop into the Lalasana prep, it's a nice place to do that here. You're going to find that same principles of squeezing the knees into the chest, rounding the lower back, so making yourself into a little ball, and then seeing maybe you can land your shins a little bit more smoothly between your hands. I'm going to do this whole sequence on blocks. Eventually we will add on maybe a little bit of an arm balance add-on later, but we'll see how we go. I'll talk you through it through the whole way. Okay, so when you're ready, if you've got your blocks, you can place them at the top of the mat. Hands on the blocks, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. So we're going to move a little quicker. We're going to add on and subtract some things. Okay, ground your body, recommit. Balls of feet rise up. Knees bend, elbows bend. Okay, so either just travel to your shins at the top of the mat or see if you can squeeze the heels into the buttocks. You can do this a couple times, maybe find a little hang time, and then land a little lighter, knees between the hands. Lift the chest, breath in. Hands down, knees to chest, flip over into your forward fold. Take a halfway lift here. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Root the feet, rise all the way up, high mountain, big breath. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, open the heart. Straighten everything, breathe in, tuck tail. Exhale through midline, fold. Halfway lift the chest, breathe in. Step back, high plank, breathe out. Right knee, right elbow, inhale. Take it back, exhale. Just 2 of these. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, lower. Right knee, right elbow, hold. Down dog splits, reach it high. Breathe in here.
Exhale, squeeze heel to buttocks. Right knee to the chest, inhale. Step the foot forward, exhale. Lower the left knee, Anjaneyasana, big breath in. You can deepen into this pose on your exhale. Reminder that we need the hamstring in our crow pose, so we're going to rise up, breath in. Hands down, breath out. Prepare. Left heel towards left glute, squeeze it in just one time. Inhale. That's the feeling you want in your crow. Exhale, shift back. Low lunge, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend left knee, straighten right. Standing splits, inhale, rise. Exhale, bend, one time, little crunch. Extend the leg, breathe in. Left foot meets the right foot, breathe out. Halfway lift the chest, take pause. Exhale, fold deeper. Blocks out the way for a moment. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale to your buttocks. Baddha Konasana, heels together, firm them firmly towards each other, breathe in. Exhale, extend the arms forward. Arms rise up, changing it up here. Exhale, hands down, feet down. Reverse your tabletop, take a deep breath in. Exhale, buttocks down this time. Toes right to touch, arms forward, inhale. Exhale, lower half. Rise up, breathe into your crow pose. So heels in, grab your blocks, jump your feet back slightly. Toes will touch, hands come down. Hide your knees behind your triceps, so not out to the sides. Hide them behind the triceps, lift the buttocks. Move forward, spread your fingers wide. Dome your upper back, so find that protraction and try to squeeze the heels in towards the buttocks. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, land. Chair pose, inhale. Fly, X. Left foot down, right knee to chest, rise all the way up, take a deep breath. This time maybe press the right leg forward, exhale. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, bend, hands to heart, bent knee, low flying. Inhale, extend the right leg back. Get deeper through the bend on the exhale. Straighten the left leg, arms forward, warrior 3, breathe in. Land the ball of the right foot, breathe out. Arms all the way up, find stability, high lunge. Exhale, bend the right knee, lower half. One time, straighten, inhale. Bend, exhale. Straighten, inhale. Move forward like a modified pyramid, exhale, so just working that left leg strongly. Then plant your palms down, bend your elbows. This time, if you want to, you can lower them all the way down for a Pinchamayasana prep or a one-legged dolphin. Press the chest back. If you want to go upside down, you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the elbows, left knee, left elbow, squeeze. If you want a hurdler, take it. 3, 2, 1. This time lower the right foot if it's there. Left knee is bent. Everybody, left knee behind left wrist. Half pigeon. Well earned. Take your arms forward. Relax. Release. Two more breaths here. Okay, and then slowly, let's lift up. We're moving back into a high plank pose. So we can move straight to the other side. So tuck the right toes under from your hands under your shoulders, press back. Take a moment in the high plank just to reset the pelvis. You can move through a vinyasa if and as you like. Any variation. We meet in downward facing dog. So we've only got one more side to go here, which is nice. So last moment here, just to bring yourself back on your mat if you're starting to wander in your mind. Let's finish strong. You know the drill, balls of feet rise, knees bend, elbows bend, exhale. Look forward, inhale. to your knees. Exhale, maybe pass through your little handstand hops. Hands down, Lolasana to forward fold. Exhale, halfway lift. Deep and exhale. Root down, rise all the way up. Big breath, high mountain. Standing back bend, exhale, open the chest. Rise up, take a deep breath. Exhale, fold and bow. Half lift the chest. Step back, high plank. Left knee, left elbow, squeeze. Take it back. Right knee, right elbow, squeeze. Take it back. Left knee, left elbow, squeeze, hold. Down dog splits, left leg long. Inhale here, lengthen. Exhale, bend, squeeze heel to buttocks. Left knee towards the nose, breathe in. Step the foot between the palms, breathe out. Lower the right knee. Anjaneyasana, big breath. Little deeper for your exhale. Inhale, prepare, lift, lengthen sides of the waist. Exhale, hands down. Hands down. Hamstring curl on the right. Just squeeze it in one time. Hold 3, 2, 1. Breath in. Now half Hanumanasana. Breath out. Glide the hips back. Straighten into that left leg. Low lunge as you inhale. Come forward. Bend your right knee. Straighten your left. Exhale. Standing splits. Flatten the left foot. Pounce up. Breathe in. Bend and squeeze. Breathe out. One time. Kick the leg back. Breath in. Right foot lands next to the left. Breath out. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Bend the knees, arms forward. Breathe. To your buttocks, breathe out. Baddha Konasana. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen. Come up on your in. Hands down, feet down. Reverse your tabletop. Deep breath in. Exhale to your buttocks. Diamond shape with your legs, arms forward. One time, breathe. Preparation for crow. Exhale, lower. Lift up, breathe in. Bring your heels in. Ground your hands, maybe on your blocks. Hop your toes back. Hide your knees under your triceps. Remember, protraction, hamstrings, fingers. So shoulders, fingers, hamstrings. Lift your buttocks. Hide your knees behind your triceps. Move forward. Squeeze in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Land, chair pose. Inhale. Fly, X. Right foot down, left knee to chest. Stand up, breathe. Extend the leg maybe, breathe out. Bend the knee, squeeze it in. Double bent knee, low flying warrior, breathe out. Then kick the leg back, take an inhale. Deepen the bend through the right knee, exhale. Straighten right knee, extend arms forward. Inhale, warrior 3. Exhale, land. High lunge, big breath. Double bent knee lunge, breath out. Straighten both legs, breathe in. Modified pyramid, breathe out. Hold the modification. Pull the right hip back, hold. And then land the hands. Bend the elbows, lower the right. So you can lower all the way down into your forearms. Dolphin pose, right leg up. If you try to balance last time, go ahead. Otherwise, you're going to meet me, right knee, right elbow. As you lift the elbows and the shoulders stack above the wrists for a one-legged high plank, and then maybe a Kundanyasana to half pigeon. So finish strong. Breathe in. Lift the forearms, right knee, right elbow. Fly maybe. 3, 2, 1. If you've flown, bend. Press up and lower down into your half pigeon. Oh, that was strong, but hopefully gratifying. Take pause here. It's for 3. And 2. And 1. All right, let's come out. I'm going to move into the high plank final vinyasa to down dog, and then we're going to lay on our backs. So tuck under, high plank, maybe a chaturanga of your choice, an up dog of your choice, and then down dog. So just find your down dog just to feel into the strength and the space you've made. Grounding your hands, grounding your feet. Okay, we're going to travel to our backs, so if you're feeling like you can jump through to lay all the way down, go ahead. So rise up onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, step, hop, or float all the way through to lay on your back. Bring your knees to your chest. Rock a little side to side. Okay, so the option here is for a bridge pose, maybe supported with a block, or a wheel pose. So we're going to take whichever variation you'd like to do. You can take Chatushpadasana too, which is holding the tops of the ankles if you want something deeper but not a wheel, or resting the sacrum on maybe even just a flat foam should feel really nice, or a block supported if you like. Okay, so from here I'm going to go into wheel. It's a nice way to also release shoulders. So fingers face the shoulders, firm the palms, ground the feet, and rise up. So whatever you've chosen, you've got 5 breaths. So you can take any variation. If you're going into the full Urdhva Dhanurasana for the full wheel, don't forget about your feet. You're firming your feet down and forward, just like in bridge. You're rolling your inner thighs down so the sacrum broadens. And you're also trying to find this length rather than height, essentially, for the spine. So extending through the line of the arms. You've also still got those spider finger action going on. You've got the Hasta Bandha active. Everything participating. 3, 2, 1. Lower with control, with care when you're ready. And let's just meet constructive rest pose. Feet wide, knees knock in, hands to body. Letting everything swirl around. So much movement in stillness after deep back bends. Okay, and then from here, very gently, very simply extend the right leg long, bring the left knee into the chest. You can make a little space into that hip, drawing it towards the armpit, and then making little circles. And then let's draw nose to knee, breathe, lift, and then simple twist, left knee to the right. So spinal release here. Opening up the left armpit, chest, making space in the lower back. And travel back onto your back. You can extend the left leg up to the ceiling, maybe hold the calf muscle, or just bring the leg a little in. I'll stretch here for that leg, but just feel like you're really just descending. We're integrating now, so it's like you're drawing the femur bone down into the hip socket, maybe kicking through the heel, spreading through the toes, finding a nice stretch there on the left. And then slowly, with control, set the left leg all the way down, almost like you're setting it up for Shavasana. Change right knee to chest. Maybe find a little bit of movement. And then nose to knee. Work here is to round the lower back. And then twist. Release. One more breath here.
Okay, and then travel back onto your back. Extend the right leg to ceiling. You can hold the calf muscle or the hamstring or the heel. Maybe roll the ankle out. And just feel this feeling of descending femur bone down into the socket of the hip. Elongating through the back of the leg, kicking through the heel, spreading the toes. And then slowly set the right foot carefully next to the left. Shavasana. Let it go. Just allow yourself to surrender into the space and the strength you've made in your body. Commit to a full minute of stillness, integration, silence. Shavasana.